Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. So now that we've wasted a ton of video space.
What up, everybody?
So
I got my man Aaron.
I'm being introduced.
Oh yeah.
So I'm here with Stephen Taylor, who is an awesome realtor at an awesome brokerage, Mazyck Realty.
That's right.
I have just joined his team, and I chose his team because he's at an awesome brokerage and he's been one of their top producing agents. So I just want to let everybody know that I'm into this business now, I guess.
Yeah. Into this opportunity. I like to call it an opportunity.
So I look forward to getting my feet wet and absorbing myself into the knowledge and everything else, and all the terror and fear that might go with it. But I'm going to let Stephen talk about why his brokerage, Mazyck Realty, is such an awesome place to be and such an awesome place for you to choose if you are a buyer or a seller or just somebody who's curious about what your home is worth or what kind of services they can offer, et cetera, et cetera. So
I think the biggest thing, I could just do my sales pitch. Oh, you've got to know about us. We got the best commission. We got the best plans. But the truth is, the reason why I love Mazyck Realty and I really haven't gone anywhere else. I mean, I get recruited all the time. Other big name brokerages, that I think many people have misconstrued the fact that big name brokers like KW, Coldwell Banker, Century 21, which is kind of gone downhill, and then Remax, all those like big name brokers that you commonly hear in the marketplace. People in the public, they have a misconception of what that is. It's simply like McDonald's. I mean, it's a franchise. And here's what people don't understand the most. The reason why we are an independent brokerage, the way that Mike Mazyck himself, the founder and CEO of our company, he used to be with Coldwell Banker, and we used to be with Keller Williams. He was number one agent in their Rockwall office for years. But what he decided was, because of the royalty that comes out of the commission at closing per transaction, he just got tired of telling a seller and looking them in their eyes and saying, hey, by the way, a percentage of this fee is going not anywhere to the sale. It's just going into somebody's pocket. It got old. And so what changed was, he said, you know what, I'm gonna take that margin of just not even being a part of the transaction and turning it back into royalties by paying full-time admin to help our agents sell better and in a way that turns back into amenities for the seller, the client.
What kind of amenities?
So the amenities, it's great. Thank you for asking. So the amenities,
does that sound like a setup?
It sounds like a setup. So everybody, this is not an infomercial about Mazyck Realty. How more? Okay. So what we have in house is a professional photographer, a professional videographer. So a person who's basically putting custom videos together for our listings and pushing them out on Facebook targeting. All included in the commission. There's not extra fees for this. There's Matterport technology. So it'll actually create a 3D picture of the home, your home that you're selling. And people online, I've had people from California make offers on homes, on our listings, sight unseen, and paying cash for the home because they don't have time to get in a plane and they've already walked it in 3D.
It's basically like you can scroll through and walk through the home, go up the stairs, turn and look at different angles of the kitchen.
Yeah, you can look at the ceiling.
A cutout view from above.
Yeah, one time I got stuck. I was doing one and I got stuck just looking at the ceiling going in circles. And I was like, how can I get out? And so it was a user problem, not necessarily the technology.
It's got ADD.
Yeah. So, that along with a listing coordinator. The listing coordinator writes the property description. She makes sure all the photos that the professional photographer takes gets touched up, professionally done, so that the presentation of the listing online just is amazing. And that's just on the seller side. Think about this. We spend over $29,000 a month. That's right, $29,000 a month. Call any agent and ask them their advertising budget, and I bet you they can't match it. $29,000 a month to generate 85% of our leads are buyer leads. What is the perfect solution to a seller, Aaron?
Marketing.
A buyer through marketing.
That gets
what does the seller want? They want a buyer. That's the goal. If they have a buyer, the solution has been solved. Like it's a solved problem. The problem with every seller is they want a buyer. The problem with every buyer is they want a house. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that we have so much money that we just throw back into the transaction that we don't even take. It's just a cut out of the commission at closing. We never even see it. It goes into a marketing budget, and the marketing budget gets pushed out into this huge internet campaign through multiple sources that creates an unlimited amount of buyers. And that's why we have 55 agents getting fed on all this, because we're generating so much business. Our sellers are getting showings.
50, is it 56? 56 now?
56.
My number 56.
It fluctuates. Every now and then we have some people that don't work out and new ones come on, but you're going to be awesome.
Well, thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. So that is a little rant about how awesome Mazyck Realty is, and it's all because of efficient systems and teamwork. Me being a new agent with your brokerage, I might, be lacking in some experience. However, I know that being on this team is going to be awesome, because I have some things I can contribute.
Oh yeah,
and I will absorb everything I can from you guys.
I couldn't be more excited to have you, because people like this guy, as you guys know, are very rare. I remember you were a client of mine 3 years ago. Was it 3?
It'll almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, and I remember our first conversation where you were thinking, man, this is just an incredible company, this incredible opportunity. And I was thinking I would love to work with Aaron someday. And the reason why is because his attention to detail is super high.
He has a man crush.
I do.
That's the truth.
I do. Super high. And so when you have people, like a realtor has to have good attention to detail. This guy has it. I mean, I remember going through the transaction on this house with you, and I was thinking, man, Aaron could do this transaction himself.
I could have. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Why did you need me? Because we're with an awesome company. So I'm super excited about it. I think the most excited I'm about you on the team with our brokerage is we both live in Wiley, and there's something out there called hyperlocal. Being a hyperlocal agent, hyper being, what would you call that? Like a
You are the expert in your area.
The opposite of ADD, but we are the expert. We're not hyper
focused.
Hyper focused, yes. And so Aaron and I both live in one area. Actually, you live in like a more centralized area than I do of Wiley. And what that means is, as we start working with people that are in Wiley, I already consider myself a specialist. You've lived here for enough years to know the area really well.
I've actually lived all around DFW, so I personally know all parts of Dallas and Louisville, Plano, Denton. I've lived in all these places, so living here, I've learned a lot about this area. Mm-hmm. But for almost 39 years, I've lived around Dallas.
How many years?
Almost 39. Next week, Halloween's my birthday.
Halloween, yeah, I forgot about
almost
that.
40.
I'll have to send you a costume or something. Yeah. It says I'm a realtor. But yeah, so I mean, I just feel like I've never been more excited, because I feel like I have a guy who cares just as much about people, pays attention to detail, has joined a high-powered company, a team that produces. There's no other reason to work with any other agents, in my opinion, in the area, because between the two of us and then another agent that works with us called Saul, we're going to take care of every client's needs. So what's really cool is, like, let's say that you're going out of town, I'm covering for you, or Saul is covering for me when I'm out of town, and it's really cool because then the client has zero disconnection regardless of the schedule that we have. So the client's always getting taken care of, and that's the whole important thing of real estate, is when we're working our tails off for you, the client. That's no other client has ever said, hey, by the way, I wish you took more time off. They're always calling me going, when can we see this house? And usually it's up to my schedule. But when we can share the time between 3 people, there's no reason that somebody isn't being able to be available.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to be on the team. And again, if any of you fine Facebook or Instagram friends of mine or Steven's. If you are thinking about selling a house or buying a house, let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll be happy to help you. And we will leverage not just our little family, our little team, but we will leverage the power of Mazyck Realty and all the things that they have to offer. So thanks for watching. And you didn't mention how handsome I am. You didn't mention that.
Well, because you didn't wear this hat.
Oh,
See, I was hoping
yes.
you know.
Do I look better with hair?
You know.
Does it look natural?
I mean, it looks different because the only hair that I do see is on your chin.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening.
All right, guys.